Yes, you can stop, Maharaj.
Namo Vishnu Padre Krishna Pisai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pucharani Virisesa Sanyavadi Pasata Pisata Om Magyana Timaram Visya Yangana Salataya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sambuddhi Chaitanya Manodistam Sapitam Nirina Bhutale Swayam Bhakta Mandarati Swapana Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Parakamala Sri Gurum Krishna Sri Rupam Sakhajatam Sahajanatam Vitamtam Sadhira Sadvitam Savadutam Korijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dina Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Visatam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasite Tapta Kanchana Gaurangira Vrindavaneshwari Prisavana Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakol Patarubhyasa Kripa Sandhya Vacha Patitanam Pavinam Vaishnavi Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Isopanisad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Continue our discussion from Sri Isopanisad, Mantra 1. Let's chant it together. Isava Shamidam Saravan Yatkin Cham Cham Vidas Vidhanam. Translation. Everything animate or inanimate that is within this universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside at his quarter. And one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. So, in this mantra, two things we can take. One should accept only our quota and not encroach. Two, this mantra also teaches us about the law of nature. So mantra 1 describes how the living entity can again regain the sense of completeness by acting in relationship with Krishna. This action is called Isavasya consciousness. Isavasya consciousness. What is that consciousness? The consciousness of completeness by acting in relationship with Krishna. That is Isavasya consciousness. So we learn this in this mantra. The Lord is the supreme proprietor. So we should accept our quota and should not be greedy for more. That is established in this 131. Isa Basham Idam Sararam. Though Idam is complete, it is dependent on Ada. That is true. Everything is dependent on the Lord. Everything. Both the animate and inanimate. What is inanimate object? Is my question. What is inanimate object?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, yeah.
I beg to offer my humble obeisance.
Very happy to see you. Thank you for the greetings.
Happy to see you.
A contribution
Yeah,
is always nice. So yeah, go ahead.
yeah, meaning non-living things. That's what I think.
Very good. For example, very good, correct. Like what?
For example, stone.
Stone?
Or yeah.
Yeah, stone is one. Very good, very good. Mountain. The one mountain. Yes, mountain, yeah. So yeah, these are inanimate objects. That is it. Everything animate and inanimate. Visible.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Yes, I'm hearing you.
But Prince, yes, what you saying? Okay, Maharaj, I actually raised my hand. When we're giving us example of inanimate stones and mountains, we've heard stories from the Srimad Bhagavatam of flying mountains. So
Yes.
how do we relate that?
Yes. Flying mountain, before this time, mountains were moving. They were traveling because the personality mountain was inside. Therefore, they travel. But their traveling is very dangerous. Because if they travel and they want to rest, what happens? If they come down, they're going to destroy all the living entities under them, the trees, the plants, the insects, everything under them. If they sit down, everything under them will be destroyed. So the movement was dangerous. Therefore, they all gathered together and complained to Lord Indra about the situation. So Indra cut off the wings of the mountains, so they cannot move again. So since that time till now, they cannot move again. So now they are stationed in one place. And then they are now Stavara, Jangama, Stavara, Jangama. They cannot move, they stand in one place. The trees they stand in one place, they grow, but you don't see mountains doing that. Mountain does not reproduce mountain. The trees, they can reproduce trees. Like the humans, they can reproduce humans. Therefore, they are inanimate. The rocks, the mountain. So since that time, they were very, very angry with Indra. And because they were very angry, they were, when you're angry with somebody, you want revenge. That is why it's not good to keep malice, to keep grudge. Because a revengeful attitude will develop from there. So the mountains were keeping grudge with Indra for cutting off their wings, and they cannot move again. And it becomes Stavara entity. And Lokesha was conscious of that. And because Lokesha wanted to help them to retaliate their grievances with the Indra, Krishna wanted to help them. Krishna reciprocated. So he lifted Govardhan Hill to torture Indra for his offense to the mountains. So Krishna lifted the Govardhan Hill. The Govardhan Hill, when Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill, the denizens of heaven suffered, including Indra. They suffered seriously. He wanted to destroy the Brajabasis, including Krishna, but when Krishna lifted the mountain, he was in anxiety. The animals on top of the hill, they were surprised. They were wondering what is happening that we lifted up. They started disturbing the denizens of heaven. They tortured them severely. That was the revenge of the mountains against Indra. And Krishna lifted the Golden Hill for that. So since that time till now, the mountains are very happy. And I'm very happy because they have retreated. Krishna helped them to retaliate. So they are happy with Indra now. And Indra was severely punished, so they were very happy. And yes, he was chastised for disturbing them. Does it make sense?
Yes, my Lord. Thank you.
Okay. So this Isopanisad consciousness is very important. Krishna owns everything. Own everything. Amslavishapa Bahamata for remember the Itimata Baden Dimon Yaba was someone eat. Damadiata Anvayat Itartasat Bigya Swarat. Krishna is the source of everything. He is the source of everything. Both the material and the spiritual world belongs to Lord Krishna. He controls everything. He owns everything. Everything is within him. So Krishna provides the necessities of all living entities, but he does not fulfill our greed. Papa gave example in the purport. If you keep the grains here, animals will come and eat their quarter and they go away. The bird will come and take the quarter. The quarter is one that fills their belly. That is the quarter for the day. The amount of food which cover their, which maintain the body for the day, that is the quarter for the animals. They will not take more. They will go. The human beings, what we do, we see a bag of rice here, we'll carry everything to them. So it is the human being who violate the laws of nature, not the animals. Animals never violate the laws of nature. So we don't see animals being punished as human beings. As human beings are being punished. Yes. Everything, animate and inanimate, visible and invisible, within this universe or beyond the universe, is owned, perverted, and controlled by the Supreme Lord Krishna. Isabasham, we don't channel. Check king to the temperature. Yes. Tena, one should accept only those necessary things which are set aside as one's quota according to one's karma. Yes. A quota means according to our karma. I will give an example. The karma of the bird, the amount of food which mitigate their hunger for the day, that is a quota. They don't go beyond that. So now all of us, you can look at ourselves and see the struggle we're having in this world, the struggle we're having in this material world. Does it worth our suffering? How do I put it? Yeah. Our suffering in this world, how do I put it? Our suffering in this world. Do we need it? Is it necessary for all our suffering that we are experiencing in this world? No, it is because of greed that we are not following this Magrida. One should not try to accept the quota or wealth of others, knowing whom they belong to. They belong to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. I had the Chanakya Pandit said, every grain has someone's name in it. Every grain. Yeah, it contains someone's name. But we have seen so many people are throwing grains away. And from those who are managing for years and having experience, we will remember that when we are wasting resources in the temple, there will be scarcity after some time. There will be scarcity. The scarcity is due to our mismanagement, misuse of the facilities given to us. For example, you see devotees are keeping the food on the floor. It's against the principle of Isopanisad because someone stepped on it to get destroyed. If you leave the food on the floor, someone will step on it. Not intentionally, by accident, because it's on the floor. If it's on a table, nobody will step on it. If it's on a table, or it is with you, nobody will step on it. But if you keep the phone on the floor, someone can step on it. It's very easy to do that unintentionally. And that is against the principle of Isopanisad. We are misusing Krishna's energy. It's a misuse of Krishna's energy, which is against nature. It is against nature. Right? Accepting and recognizing Lord Krishna as the proprietor. Accepting and recognizing Lord's proprietorship, yes. Krishna as proprietor and living entities rule. Let's look at it very carefully. Let's see Krishna as the protector, the proprietor, and also see the living entities rule in everything that Krishna has given to us through the agency of nature. Yes. The glory of our Vedic knowledge. What is the glory of our Vedic knowledge? Pure Parampara, Vedic knowledge is infallible because it was originally spoken by the Supreme Lord of Brahma and comes down through the perfect disciplic succession of gurus. Therefore, it is a Parushaya. The Vedas are called a Parushaya because they are not spoken by any conditioned soul who has 4 defects: committing mistakes, being illusioned, cheating, and possessing imperfect senses. Such men cannot deliver perfect knowledge. So our knowledge is authentic. Why? it is coming from the imperfect source. Sorry, from perfect source. Perfect source. Perfect source. So it is a parousia. It is not coming from imperfect, from conditional soul who has 4 defects. It is coming from a perfect soul that has no defects. Beyond reproach. That is supreme perspective. That is how knowledge, pure knowledge is glorified because of its pure nature. The supreme proprietor of everything. Yeah, let's look at it. Krishna's energy is owned and controlled by him. There are 2, upper prakriti and para prakriti. Inferior energy, the element of material nature, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego. That is upper prakriti. Bina prakriti ne asada. Para prakriti is what? Superior energy. That is the living entities, living beings. This is the living beings are from the superior energy of Krishna. And the material energy is from the inferior energy of Krishna. Para prakriti, upper prakriti. Everything in the universe is a combination of the para and the upper prakritis. Bhagavad 7, 4 and 5. Therefore, everything is a proprietor of the supreme being. The Lord is Purna, all perfect and complete. That is Krishna. Purna. Purna. That is Krishna. Who says it? The infallible Vedas. Who is the Krishna complete? The infallible Vedas. How is he the proprietor? Bhagavad 7, 4, and 5. Para and the upper prakritis come from him, Krishna. They come from Krishna. Yes. There's nothing which is coming from any other source, apart from these two. These two energies are coming from Krishna. The para prakriti and upper prakriti are coming from Krishna. So he's a source of everything. Krishna explained this perfectly about it. 7, 4, and 5. Yes. In chapter 7 also, Krishna, in text 6, Krishna said, everything you see in this Bible, we should know that they are from superior and inferior energy, and we should know that the two of them, he is the source of both. Krishna is the source. He is the source of both of them, the energies. That is Krishna. Until a living entity has this knowledge, Bumira Apona Lova, you come Dhira Cha. Ahankara, Itiam, Bina Prokiti, Astada. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and force ego. All together, these 8 constitute my separated material energies. A body of meter start to anyam. Prakritim Bidim Parum. Jiba Bhutam Mahabahu. Vedam Daryate Jagat. Besides this, Almighty Amdanjun, there is another superior energy of mind, which compresses the living entities who are exploiting the resources of this material inferior nature. Yes. Daryate. We are Daryate. Daryate means we are cheaters. We are thieves. Stealing Krishna's property and usurping it for ourselves. We are stealing Krishna's property. Usurp Krishna's property. That's a problem. We're thieves. So this material is going because of us stealing mentality. Our cheating mentality is keeping on this material. Yes. So we cannot claim proprietorship. We cannot. Everything about us is owned by someone else. We belong to somebody. We belong to somebody. We're not the proprietor of anything. Even when we claim to have manufactured so many things, the material which we use, the knowledge which we use in manufacturing and assembling all these things does not come from us. We didn't produce them. They were produced by Krishna. So he's a proprietor. He's a proprietor. Yes. We have seen that. We cannot claim proprietorship. We have seen how cows give milk, but the cows doesn't drink milk. They eat grass and straw. Yet, they will give us milk. We don't create the building materials. We don't make them. We don't manufacture them. All are made available by materialism under Krishna's mercy. So, capitalists and communist misconception that both of them are useless. Both are useless. So the Prabhupada gave a clear spiritual communism. Spiritual communism. Spiritual communism is different. It's completely different. Spiritual communism, what they wanted, but not this nonsense. Communist and capitalist idea. Both of them are material and does not benefit him. So what is important in human life? A life of responsibility. What is that? There is something more than being just vegetarian. There's something more than being vegetarian. We are not vegetarian. We are not vegetarians. Cows are vegetarians. Monkeys are also vegetarians. Are they going back to Godhead? They are not going back to Godhead. Simply by being vegetarian. And by the way, when we cook our grains, the grains have life. The grains, they have life. When we cook seed, the seed, they have life. When we cut the plant, they have life. So we are not free from being a vegetarian. We're not free from the self-reactions. We're not. So there's more to it than being a vegetarian. You have to learn how to recognize the authority of the Supreme. So learn that. That is the importance of being human. So we look very careful about this word. Isa alabashan. Conventionally, in the scriptures, the word Isa is used for Lord Shiva. So why does it refer to the Lord, to Vishnu here? That's the question. Yes, who can tell me? Isa means Lord Shiva. And there's always an argument about Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu. Isa. How can we justify that this is not referring to Lord Shiva and referring to Vishnu? That is my question. You understand my question? You get my question? How is the word Isa here referred to Vishnu and not Shiva? Isa means Shiva also, not only Vishnu. Do you understand my question? Yeah, thinking about it.
Please, you said what is the
Yes.
difference between Lord Brahma and Lord? My network is not on.
No. My question was the word Isa. Yeah, it referred to Lord Shiva. So why do you refer to Vishnu? How can we defend that this is Shiva? You got it? Did you get it?
I think that is my small knowledge. Lord Vishnu is the controller of the whole universe, and Lord Shiva also control the material nature, which is the most of ignorance.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wish someone. Yeah, my small understanding is Vishnu is the maintainer of this universe. So I think that's the reason why they use it. That's my little understanding.
Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Yes. There is no possibility of Christians being subjected to the laws of material nature. So Shiva has connection with material nature, Durga. Krishna doesn't have any connection with Durga. It's external. So the form of Vishnu that has connection with material nature is Shiva. The second form of Vishnu, not Shiva. So directly, Vishnu doesn't have connection with material nature. Only Shiva has. He is the possessor of all potency, the knower of everything, and the benefactor of everyone. Therefore, it is Isa, the supreme of Vishnu. He is full of inconceivable opulences, power, fame, beauty, knowledge, and realization. It's only Krishna that has this. So we are referring to Vishnu, not Shiva. He is like a fire, and everything organic and inorganic is like the heat and light of that fire. He is thus the ultimate controller, sustainer, and dictator of everything. That is the Vishnu position. Therefore, he is Isa. Mr. Jiva Goswami said, one who has power of continuously ruling over, that is Isa, that is Vishnu. Continuously ruling over eternity. That is Krishna. So we are referring to Krishna, Isa, of Hashem, not Shiva, so Vishnu. He has this potency. Acknowledging Krishna's proprietorship. So look at Jiva and Ishwar. Let's look at Jiva and Ishwar. The Lord is the super soul for the supreme conscious entity, Vibhu Chaitanya. And the individual soul is Jiva in the minute conscious entity, Anu Chaitanya. Both are eternal. Jiva is ignorance. But with a mistaken identity, the Jiva try to enjoy material object that belongs to us. They can't stop it if they accept God's object relation to the Lord and give us selfish enjoyment. How? By spiritualizing matter. By offering everything to the Lord and accepting one's little quarter as His mercy, everything becomes spiritual. So how we can connect it? Yes. So we should learn how to accept everything what is set aside as a quota. One's quota varies. Our quota varies. Someone's quota is different. For example, a millionaire will have more facility for staying education than a poor person. So our quotas are different. Someone will have 20 cars. Somebody has 1 or 2. And some people don't have at all. So our quota differs. We should know our quotas. And it is very important for us to know this because those who are fortunate to know this will live happily in this world. See, our fingers are not equal, but both of them are very, very important for what they stand for. All of them. So, conditional life means what? We want to try to make the fingers equal, which is not possible. It's not possible. Meaning that by someone's karma is poor. And by another person's karma is very rich. A fortunate person will understand, yes, that person's position is there because of his karma. So I will not envy you. I will simply understand that, yes, then my karma has put me in a situation where I am, and the karma has put you where you are. Therefore, I should not envy you, but I should try to rectify my situation so that in my next life, I will be what I'm desiring. There's importance of knowledge. Without this knowledge, living entities are seriously complicating their situations. We have one problem. Due to profound of knowledge, we multiply the problem into 3, into 9, into 12, 24. And it goes on like that. Huh? Say someone has no child. So you have one problem, I have no child. Then start to make a lot of do this puja, do that puja. You spend so much money. Much money. Anxiety. And when you get the child, problem is finished. More problems. More problems. Now it's before it was one problem, I don't have a child. Now I have a child. The problem is not one, I doesn't multiply. School fees is there. Oh, the child may be handicapped. Another problem. Another problem. More concentration with our astrologers and the spiritualists and whatever. Sleepless nights. And if something happens to a child, oh, we are dead. See frustration. After frustration, multiplying our problems. So when we have knowledge, we will live a simple and happy life because we will be happy with whatever is our situation. We understand. We talk about quality leaders. Some were teaching him, he was using him to glorify pure devotees. Hey, Sridhar, I see you're chanting Hare Krishna. You don't have food to eat. You have no clothes to wear. There's no house. Why can't you worship demigod like other people like me and become very rich? Sridhar said, I have clothes to put on. I have food to eat. And I have a place to put my head. So what is the problem? The problem is when we want to exceed our quota. Greed comes in. A greedy person will never be satisfied with whatever he has. Even if you have the full world at your feet, a greedy person would not. greedy person is not happy, satisfied. Whatever they has, more. The more you get, the more. There is one musician who sang about one man. He's a gambler. He's a gambler. The more he gets, the more he wants. I mean, he's a gambler. The more you get, the more you want. Cannot be satisfied. That is the danger of greed. A greedy person cannot be satisfied. It's always an anxiety, tense up. It's always tense up. Yes. So we should understand how Krishna is a proprietor of everything, how he pervades everything, and everything belongs to him. We simply have to use everything for him. God has his hands and legs all over the universe. How is it? Our hands and legs are God's hands and legs. As soon as he withdraws his power, our hand will get paralyzed. These hands and legs, they have been given to us. Therefore, everything should be engaged in God's service. My body belongs to God, my mind belongs to him, my intelligence belongs to him, and also belongs to him, Krishna. In India, when there was partition, Hindus and Muslims fought. When both of them died and lay on the street, and it was asked, now whose hand is this? Nobody replied. It is God's hand, and it will always remain so. We are seeing this table. Where did it come from? Krishna is the cause of earth. Earth is the cause of tree. Tree is the cause of wood. Wood is the cause of the table. So originally, everything is coming from Krishna. Nothing comes from scientists. Nothing comes from the factory. Nothing. Everything is coming from Krishna only. Only Krishna. And nothing else. Nothing else. Therefore, human beings should not quarrel over material possessions, but utilize the importance and aim of human life and be satisfied with whatever privileges are given to them by the Lord's mercy and know him to be the ultimate proprietor. Example, communists and capitalists who claim proprietorship over the resources of nature, which are equally the Lord's property, cannot remain peaceful, but are liable to punishment by the laws of nature. Our houses are made of earth, wood, stone, iron, cement, etc., which we cannot produce from factories, not from the scientists. No. Not from there. This all comes from Krishna. So we should use everything for the service of Krishna. That will make everything become spiritualized. A human being has developed consciousness and independence. as an intelligence to study the Vedas, recognize the authority of the Supreme Lord, and understand how the laws of nature are working. Animals cannot do so. Therefore, the Vedic literature is made for humanity and not for animals. Hare Krishna. Any question? Are you still there?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Do we have any question? Comments? No. Okay. I think we should take break here and we continue tomorrow. I'm going to the hospital. I forgot that I have to give lecture. I was given an appointment and accepted. And I discovered that I should be with Dr. Bena. Maybe I should take the opportunity to go. If you permit.
Oh. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Well, we request all of the devotees to stand on mute. Maharaj, the lobby chanting. Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow.